Welcome to our macOS X El Capitan review video. Apple's OS X is the operating system that all modern Macs run on. And the latest version, OS X 10.11 El Capitan, was released in September 2015. Since its initial release, Apple has issued 3 updates to OS X, and OS X 10.11 3 forms the basis for this video. We've had 4 months to test out El Capitan, and its story has changed along with each new update. El Capitan introduced a few new features, some have become indispensable. Each OS X update has fixed some problems, yet many users report issues with El Capitan, and the speed and frequency of El Capitan software updates are a cause for concern. Best new features. Let's start with something simple but overwhelmingly positive, shall we? When you shake the mouse or a finger on the trackpad in El Capitan, the pointer briefly becomes enormous, enabling you to find it. This giant pointer is such a dumb-sounding feature that nobody paid it any real attention during the launch. Mostly it was treated as a now for something completely different in reviews, which is a shame because it's ace. 4 months on, and El Capitan Shake to Find is the one new feature that we use relentlessly and wouldn't want to be without. Features that stand the test of time. Beyond the giant pointer, El Capitan did introduce a lot of new functions that have stood the test of time. Notes, the update to Notes 4, in particular, has brought us to the app and away from rivals, such as Wunderlist or Evernote. The ability to create lists and notes is a bonus, and we often use it for quick disposable lists of items, such as a shopping list. The ability to add videos, audio, and PDF have helped transform Notes into a throwaway text tool and a useful app. San Francisco. Moving from Helvetica to San Francisco was a big move for Apple. A system font replacement permutations throughout the whole system. For us, San Francisco was bolder and friendlier and more space efficient. It was jarring at first, but now we're used to it. Mission Control. Apple's move away from overlapping windows and Mission Control has proved to be a good move. We find ourselves using and enjoying Mission Control. The ability to get previews of windows by pressing the spacebar is a neat feature. We find the continued absence of windows that snap to edges and corners somewhat odd, but apps like Moom and Better Snap Tool replicate this much-loved Windows feature. Recent bug fixes and updates. Many users have noted problems with OS X El Capitan, which we've come to expect from most major software updates. It's always good advice to wait until the first update before upgrading critical work systems. What has surprised us is the speed and frequency of updates. We're now 4 months in from the launch of OS X, and we've already had 3 software updates, with a 4th, OS X 10.11, 4 in beta testing and due to launch soon. Given that the most recent versions of OS X all maxed out with 5 updates, having 4 in the first few months strikes us as odd. It may be that Apple has moved to a faster and more frequent update cycle for OS X, or it could be a sign that El Capitan has many unresolved issues. So far, Apple has fixed countless Wi-Fi, mail, and photos problems, fixed compatibility issues with Microsoft Office, and improved installation reliability. We were hoping that El Capitan would be the modern Snow Leopard, an OS with few new features but much faster and more reliable. El Capitan certainly is faster, but it's dogged by reliability issues. Here's hoping Apple fixes them all soon. Spotlight in El Capitan. Also getting a significant change is Spotlight, Apple's tool for searching your Mac. One of the criticisms of Spotlight in Yosemite was that Apple moved it to the center of the screen from the right-hand corner. This gave Spotlight more space for its results. But people were frustrated that the Spotlight window couldn't be moved from its new location. Well, that's changed in El Capitan. You can click on the Spotlight result box and move it around the screen. We are disappointed that when you click away from the Spotlight results, the box vanishes. Though, we often find ourselves having to jot down conversions from Spotlight so we can copy them into a document we are working on. Now the box can be moved out of the way. It is only logical that we should be able to keep it on the screen if we want to. You can also resize the results window. Spotlight also gets natural language search, which hints that Siri may be coming to the Mac. You will be able to construct your search query in a more colloquial way. For example, documents I wrote in July or emails sent by Ashley. The move towards natural language queries makes a lot of sense because many people search using natural language queries because they don't know how to search any other way. Just look at the way people search Google. Speed boost in El Capitan. Apple claims that in El Capitan, apps launch up to 40% faster. Switching between apps takes half the time, and opening PDF is up to 4 times faster. Some of these speed boosts are due to Apple's decision to bring Metal, the high-speed graphics technology launched on iOS last year, to the Mac. Metal is the graphics technology that was introduced in iOS 8. Metal will bring improved game performance and improved performance in processor-hungry apps. Adobe has already committed to adopting Metal for its OS X apps and demonstrated how Metal has improved After Effects and Illustrator. Autodesk and the Foundry have also committed to using Metal, and it is thought that using Metal will also drastically speed up the likes of Autodesk's Maya. We are going to end this video right away. If you have any query or information to share, please leave a comment below. Thanks for watching.